but you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. Smooth and clean for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleeds. Through distance strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you burnt. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that a ballin'.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young on and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said there's no fun in pain, but I was not the one to change. Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything, now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'll do anything, I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tonight, a good one on Thursday night primetime. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers on Thursday night primetime. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And he's brought down right the 25-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Looking to get that wide receiver screen set up, but this one will not work. It's incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got a man! That's McMillan! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Young. To the right side and corralled by Fielder. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On 3rd down, here's Hubbard.
On the stop. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes Matthew Wright for the Panthers field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return, it's Kendre Miller. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. In motion is Hill. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Up the sideline to the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 more yards from him there and another 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. Into space. And he will score! Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Saints move out to a 7-3 lead.
Panthers 3.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
He'll step up and run. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Christian Rosebrough there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. This defense was ready for all of it. They string them out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take them down for a loss.
The Saints will punt this one away. Back deep for Carolina, that's Jimmy Horn, Jr. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. He'll bring this up to the 22. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. The motion man here is Mitchell. Another run here with Hubbard. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. This field pretty slick now. That pickup only about 3 yards.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Throwing now is Rattler. He'll step up and run this. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
14. And the Saints 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now Rattler gonna throw. Hook's able to pull that one in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
After that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
First down, New England.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Rattler now back to throw. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Shaheed with the catch. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
In motion is Hill. Kamara. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. He'll keep this himself. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
You can tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And this will pay off. It is caught. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, Saints. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints extend their advantage to 14-3. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Horn now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Mario Davis there on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Saints out on top. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. They'll try the right side with Hubbard. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Mario Davis there on the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Kneel throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw, Young. He takes off. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
13 yards. That's another Carolina Panther.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes a pay.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
On play action, Young. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So it is 4th down, and here comes Matthew Wright for the Panther field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
After making the field goal, here's Wright now to send this one away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Here's Kamara. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that road.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. In motion is Hill. Here's Rattler. That one into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Looking to throw. Rattler. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
13 yards. And the Saints first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Kamara going to get it on the zone read here. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Rattler. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
Brings up 2nd and inches.
Second and inches. Now, this looks like a design run. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rattler. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Saints first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, they need 3. On the handoff, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Here's Blake Grupe for the Saints, a field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Horn now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Young to throw on first and 10. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Young. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. McMillan, the man in motion. Here's Young to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time. When you're around the ball on defense, good things are going to happen. And this is a great example. He's not able to secure the interception, but the next best thing is he gets his hand on the ball, and it falls harmlessly incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. It is 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Back to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Here's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Now Kamara. Close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of.
And he will take it in himself. Spencer Rattler. Touchdown, New Orleans. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
On comes Blake Krupe for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Saints add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's 2nd and 1. Leggett in motion. A second down throw for Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. This one could be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Third down and 3. From the gun, it's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Now he'll run it. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw there, caught by Leggett. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Snow continuing to fall as we get set for the second half. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Start this one on the ground with Kamara. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is Rattler. In trouble, and down he goes. Patrick Jones in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Rattler gonna throw. He's gonna take a shot down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem, as they convert for the first down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Saints first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Beckler now back to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Kamara. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes, but now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Horn now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The motion man here is Mitchell. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Young to throw on first down. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 9. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now. It's Camara. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Here's a toss to the right for Camara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. Well, we sit up here all the time. We try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.